Yo, what is going on, guys? Just C504 here, bringing you guys something new. We're going to call it a Draft League community review, where I'm trying to make this a series I will post on Twitter, something in this sort of format, calling all Draft League players, let me know something about you in relation to Draft League and why. And then I'll make videos about it, just, helps me with content and lets community really get involved. I will link my Twitter down in the description below. This tweet has done very well, and so I think I will probably end up making a part 2 video to this, at least this first episode, and I'll for sure be tweeting out more of these as well. So if you guys want to get involved in these videos, be sure to follow me on Twitter and we can talk from there. But yeah, I'm just going to go up. Twitter has whatever ordering system it has, and we're just going to go through it. And so the first response comes from TD0 saying Mesprit. For the low points, it normally is. It's versatile. You can run offensive, defensive, hazard setup. It can, I agree with a lot of this. It's very cheap. Often it's seen as like the worst of the three Azelf, Fuxi, Mesprit, because it's like it kind of, in a way, it's the slowest of them, of course, and it's also like a mix between that offensive and defensive set, which makes it tough to optimize, but it has still its good niches. Like obviously they all have rocks, T-Wave, and it can hit hard. I believe it has base 105 offenses, which is quite solid. And if you run, like, I've seen this mon ran to beat so many different mons, because like with resist berries and stuff, it's decently bulky, it can do a lot. I'm a fan of Mesper, and I know some other people who are as well. Up next, Shadow Stitch says Excadrill, damn versatile pair with any sand setter and see it go bird, but it's also an excellent spinner, scarf or rocker if you need. My mobile, it does it all. I am a fan of Excadrill as well. Didn't really mention even like the bulky sets, like in a Coco matchup or something. Obviously they'll like naturally check Coco, but still, just like coming in on it, it can do well. It doesn't need sand to be great, but in sand it just becomes threat level 9000. I like you mentioned the scarf set, like in a Rotom Wash matchup or something like that. It's great. Rocks are also nice on it because it forces a lot of switches. You get the free rocks, and obviously spinning, even though boots have devalued spinning, it's nice. Like if you have like a Mega that's rock weak or something, or you want to run like a Life Orb on some boots weak or on some rocks weak mon, Excadrill allows you to sort of justify it better. And Hawaiian Shaman says Nihi with rocks, T-Spikes, Meteor Beam, knockoff T-Wave can be Breaker, Sweeper, Spit F Wall. Yeah, I've ran Nihi as my Scald Switch in too many times. It just doesn't, it like chews them really well, and Meteor Beam's a great win con. Knockoff is good support with T-Wave, and like it can beat mons like Jirachi or Metagross with T-Wave plus Hex. You have to like obviously keep peppering it, but eventually you'll break through. You can also set hazards with it. I'm a fan of Nihi. I had it in NCP Season 5, I believe, and it just great. Horizon Gaming says Megalop, drafted it twice, once made to semis, once won the whole league. That's really nice. 37 kills in 2 seasons. I can see why you would like it. I know some people don't like Megalop that much, but I'm a fan even without return. I've found myself sometimes when I have it running like no normal stab or like just fake out or just quick attack, something like that. But like it's still great. It has CC now, U-turn, good coverage. I'm a fan of Megalop. Owen saying Mence, very slept on old menace with Dragon Dance, but this gen with the defensive versatility, I'm a fan. Like Fat Mence with Intim is nice, and Special Mence is great. And I don't know about better than D-Knight, I will be honest. That mon has also been picking up usage recently, and I've been a fan of that. D-Knight is great as well, but Mence is great, and I know Owen's a singles player, but Mence in VGC is also the truth. It's so good. I have it in WPF VGC. I might make a movie. We will see. Oh, I didn't like this one. But I think Mence is a great mon. I don't know about better than D-Knight. I feel like D-Knight does a lot well, but boots have definitely been great for Mence. With the Intim, it's now so bulky, it can just do so much like more consistently. I'm a fan of Mence. John says QB. Hopefully not Gen 8 QB. That mon is broken. So versatile, rewards, good builder. Yeah, a lot of people only think offense when they think QB, but like it's really fat too. And yeah, it's probably one of the best, if not the best, breaker in formats where it's allowed, Gen 6, Gen 7. And yeah, you can run it physically, you can run it specially. Obviously, if you run it physically, you usually want to run at least mixed, so you can have like Ice Beam if you're in Gen 6, Gen 7. But yeah, it also rewards good EVs. I know John is a master of his Kyurem Black EVs, so it's really nice to see a good Kyurem Black set when you do. Novastalgic says Megamall. Another top breaker that can probably rival those Mon, or not Mega Kyurem Black, as just sheer breaker. You get it in, and you catch the opponent out of position, you're getting one 9 times out of 10. It's like, there's some matches where like they have a Mega Aggron or a Steelix, like a really bulky steel. And even then you can like SD, Brick Break, or sub Focus Punch, something like that, to get through damage. I'm a fan of the Megamall pick. Sometimes I find it a bit hard to use, but for those who really can use Megamall well, I see it as, yeah, a premier draft Pokemon. Usually it's banned in Amon. Some places it's allowed, and when it's allowed, it's always doing great work. Yeah, it's sometimes tough to fit on a draft. I mean, like, you're usually first picking it, but you want to like try to get a second Steel or Fairy, just so that Mawile isn't your only Dragon counterplay. But other than that, it's got pretty little downsides if you can like get it in positioned well. Up next is Lipard. Lipard with the Fake Out, Pressure, Charm, Fake Tear, Screech. I assume this is VGC because all of those support moves. It's certainly a great prankster mon, however, at least in a lot of the VGC leagues that I've seen recently, they are overpricing the shit out of prankster mons, but still, it's very solid. It has that great support move pool. Also with the priority weather, I believe it gets at least Rain Dance and Sunny Day. And Burning Jealousy, if you get the opportunity, I'm sure would be cool. Yeah, usually I am not a fan of Lipard just because of how overpriced it is in a lot of doubles leagues, in my opinion. A lot of the prankster mons have just shot up in price recently because people just see, oh, prankster, because people did really well with them when they were cheap. So now that the VGC community, at least on Showdown, I feel like has adapted, has gotten better, I feel like these prankster mons have sort of shot up in price. But when I see them fairly priced, I definitely am a fan of them. Like Whimsicott, I feel like is always fairly priced because you really can't go much higher on it. It's like a max point mon. But I feel like Lipard can do a lot of the same stuff, because my personal philosophy, at least, is put a mon next to a Whimsicott, you're supporting it better than any other mon could. But with at least like the Charm support, the Fake Tears support, the Screech support, Lipard can do some better than Whimsicott can. Specifically with Screech, I think. But obviously it doesn't have like Tailwind or Trickery, but it has Fake Out, which is nice. Yeah, I can respect that one. And Swirlix plus Venipede, even across 2 BBL seasons, that's nuts considering BBL is Ubers. How do you get a kill with Swirlix or Venipede? I guess like Endeavor into fast. Even when they come about a quarter of the matches. I could not foresee myself bringing Swirlix or Venipede to that many matches. Good on you, Marcus. Low tiers, especially in Ubers, where you have to sort of get value out of them. Kadabra, even regular Abra, wow. Yeah, I like the low tier mons that have their niches like Swirlix and Venipede. It feels like for a 1-pointer, they still force some prep. Additionally, like Trapinch or like even Magnemite, just, you know, they have a niche. They will do something. You have to threaten with it. And then let's say the last one for this video will be Mid with Mew. Mid's great Mew user, 100 kills off of Mew. Yeah, I can understand why Mid likes. I've seen Mid use Mew. We talk a lot, and whenever I see him use Mew, I'm like, yeah, that's a good Mew set. You get 100 kills with it. I know he's drafted it a ton, but still, just getting all those Mew kills is really satisfying, and I don't think I have a Drafamon with 100 kills, so good on you, mid. But yeah, that'll wrap up this video. If you want to be included in part 2 of this, or any other future videos in this series, please be sure to check out my Twitter. I will link my Twitter and this tweet in specific if you want to try and make part 2 of this video, because we still have plenty more quality responses to go over. But yeah, without further ado, until next time, Jesse504 out. Peace.